Money makes the world go around, but what if your bank won't trust you with a proper current account? Most high street banks offer people on low incomes who've got bad credit scores so-called basic bank accounts. They're really no frills. They don't offer debit cards or standing orders, which means people can't take advantage of things like discounts on their utility bills for paying by direct debit. Here in Sandwell, near Birmingham, Six Towns wants to solve that problem.
Good afternoon, Six Towns. How can I help?
It's a credit union, which means it's owned by its members, who effectively lend to each other. And this month they'll become the first organisation of its kind to offer a fully fledged current account.
In many ways it costs a lot to be poor. And part of the benefit in working with MasterCard on this service is that suddenly we'll be finding that people can access markets that currently are barred to them.
They also want to steer people away from legal but expensive sources of cash, like the payday lenders that line the high street here.
One particular man who had had a series of loans from a doorstep lender, he had paid over £3,000 in interest to a doorstep lender, and the equivalent amount of interest, if he'd have had loans from us over the same period of time, would have been about £250, £300. And he just looked at the figures that I gave him and he just burst into tears.
Some of those companies, like Wonga, have been in front of a select committee today. They say that most of their customers are happy with their service, and they've been misrepresented in the debate about how poor people manage their money. But that's a debate that's going to continue, because when the government's new universal credit is introduced, many benefit claimants will get their payments in monthly lump sums rather than fortnightly handouts. The idea being it's more like being paid a wage. That's got some asking, how will people cope with something like a salary if they're not used to something as basic as a bank account?